It's time to clock in. 10 minutes late.
Still hungry.
Let's get started with the news broadcast. Today, we would like to acknowledge the terrifying shooting that took place at Starcourt Mall.
Didn't even hear about this until now. Thanks for the heads up, guys. Force a frown. You're devastated.
But are we really? I mean, what's really the point of mourning?
When the same happens night and morning. Because of the Second Amendment.
This station would like to offer our thoughts and prayers with the victims.
But
Thoughts and prayers.
aren't enough.
What we need is to make guns illegal.
What we need is to uphold the Constitution at all costs. At the cost of our children?
Lawmakers will have a meeting at the Capitol today to discuss what this means for the future of guns in Texas.
If someone shut up the Texas Parliament.
Maybe then they would know how their children feel under...
Now, let's not advocate for violence.
Silence is violence against today's youth.
And what if it was our son? The chances of our son getting massacred at a school shootings are extremely rare. The chances should be 0.
12 children die every day from gun violence.
And I am
Tired.
Oh, you weren't supposed to say that out loud. Quick, change the subject.
But I'm tired of changing the subject every time the camera decides there's no reason to see me anymore.
It seems like we are having some technical difficulties here at the station. Please stand by.
Why aren't the cameras turned off? Why do they keep staring? Everyone is waiting to see what we do next.
We should go turn it off ourselves.
Can you turn the camera off?
Hello? Turn the camera off.
I'm tired of being recorded.
Wait, that was just my line.
I don't care anymore. If you want a story, I've got one for you right here. I can barely afford the bills in my mailbox.
Overflowing like the hopes of someday being financially stable, or
Not living in a world where the poor can't afford, so they remain poor. So forgive
me.
I was born into poverty, but the system gives me no chance of escaping it.
So
Forgive me.
As the rotten fruit on the shelves fill my stomach with empty promises. So
Forgive me.
Rent is due next week.
And the eviction notice on my door starts to look like a welcome letter to the nearby homeless shelter. So keep the camera on. I will tell you how I am starving. I am starving because I have had nothing but powdered donuts and Kool-Aid for breakfast. I am yelling because I'm about to lose my job at this station, realizing I need to start threading together my family's lives with pieces of my paycheck. So forgive me for staring into the spotlight you always put on me, checking if people like me are still profitable enough to care about.
Refreshing the closure list to see if I need to retread a broken coat because school isn't canceled.
So forgive me, dear viewers, as I end today's broadcast. It's a nice day outside. Enjoy it before they take that away from you too.
Perfection does not come in the form of a B. And if I told her I feared failure, she'd say, that's good, and that we all need something to succeed. I am told how my life could go in the form of 2 sisters. The promise of success that descends into failure, the road to success. Wary of failure. 2 sides of the same failed coin, and I am expected to pick a side. We all know what side she wants me to choose. She expects nothing less than a B, for she claims to see skills I simply lack. I am glared at for weakness, and I am scorned when pleading compromise. She'd call me dramatic for saying this is how she views me. I do not glare at you. Just imagine this conversation if you'd more than a B. Just do a little better. The reasons she wants an A are the reasons I fear a B. Can finance be an incentive if I'm shamed for earning half my highest price? Can you be certain I'm doing well based on a letter alone? How else can I be good enough for you? Why do I need to be gold for you? I am made of flesh and bone, not of magma nor earth. I was not created for a greater purpose. Simply your desire to create put me here on this said earth. Yet you continue to demand gold. I feel like I cannot be respected, someone who can't live a stable life. I must reiterate, I would be called dramatic. Dramatic for worrying about something so small. Dramatic for stressing myself out over a B. Dramatic for wanting her to be proud of me. Dramatic for thinking I won't match up to my sister in success. I'm dramatic for listing the things I am dramatic for. I feel like a wreckage prophesies to happen. I am expected to run with a sliced Achilles, and I am to stand when I am paralyzed. She tells me I will not be successful if this keeps up, that there will be no future, that doors will slam shut on me. I'll have no job. I'll have no home. I'll have no opportunities. I don't want to pay for college, Abigail. You won't get a scholarship, Abigail. Words chanted at me when I was in middle school when I had a C, and today I have a B, yet somehow I still fear the same thing. The same B, the same C, the same damned alphabet. alphabet that only does one thing. Calling me out for my incompetence is her child. My failures is her child. My 18 on an 820 is her child. I want to rip out the eyes that glare at me for missing things despite mostly perfection. A subject I have no desire to perfect, yet there's expected perfection. But all things considered, I'm a good kid, but God forbid, am I right? God forbid I fail at one thing, one measly thing. The thing is, when the picture is bigger, when you stand a little closer, you can see how small the dot really is. But if dot goes missing, you'll certainly notice there'll be no acceptances for as long as there's a missing dot. Only one take, no redo, no excuses. I'm confined to the constant feeling of a failure, all because I have a B. A system created to go against everything I work for, adding emphasis to the fact that if I fail, she'll fail too. The last thing I want is for her to fail too. Thank you.
Ma used to get me bigger clothes so I could grow into them. But now that I am considered fat.
My mom used to get me bigger clothes, but I never grew into them. So I learned to sew, to take a few inches from the side so it would fit my waist just right, because she says jeans for $8 is worth it. I don't know why, but I do what I'm told.
I have always been told these are for boys.
These are for girls.
That clothes are for one or the other. It doesn't matter how they look on you. It doesn't matter how they fit.
In the dressing room, I pinch the little fat I have and unknowingly wish for more, so I can fit into the sizes I should to wear teenage clothes as a teenager, instead of being stuck in the kids section with its childish patterns and clothes.
But I
feel I'm asking too much.
When I pray to God to be smaller and more petite. Because there's a right and there's a wrong. We're all
beautiful, but society makes us ugly.
Why does it matter if clothes have a gender? Why does it matter how the colors are used?
Money.
Why does it matter how they fit?
Stores want your
Why
money.
does it matter how they look? Why does it matter to who they're sold?
Because stores want your money and society wants you to pay. But they don't try too hard. As I shuffle out of the dressing room, because nothing fits, because it's all too big. Does one size fit all? They say clothes are for
They
boys.
say clothes are for girls. They say clothes are
For the small.
for the medium.
for the large.
Yet they say one size fits all. That clothes are for one or the other.
That they are for boys or for girls. That clothes have a gender, a rule that must not be broken to protect yourself.
But now my ego has been stabbed in the back.
But real friends would stab you in the chest.
They wish I was a different size to be smaller for these bigger clothes. Now I wish I was a different size.
Some of my friends have said that they'd love to be my size, but it's harder than it looks. When nothing fits, when it's all hungry after 2 plates, when you're full after 1 bite.
No one questions when you eat when you're skinny.
You should be eating more, they say.
But when you're fat, you should be ashamed. But I'm not hungry like I used to be. Still, society says I should be ashamed. But I don't have to apologize.
I am human.
My clothes may roll over me so I can sit without snapping.
But snapping or not, I am now in control, no longer doing solely what I am told. I am now free to be what my body needs me to be, no longer
By
constrained.
a style of blue, green, rough, or rigid.
Baggy or
By a
heavy.
style of pink, yellow, flowers, or bows.
Tight or light, there is no right or wrong. Clothes or just fabric.
The craft of an artful soul.
Something to wear over your skin.
In a way that fits everybody beautifully, because one size does not fit all.
This is a poem about breaking barriers. This is a poem about reaching greatness. See, in today's society, we are mere pawns. We play into the roles the world gives. We act as if we are labeled. I am a 17-year-old. I am depressed. I am Black and Native, and I am a girl. See, those labels alone should keep me from being on the stage because, one, I am only 17. And my voice should not matter in the world of today. I should only worry about getting good grades, worry about going to parties, worry about what I want to be when I'm older. But I have all A's. I hate parties, and I know I want to inspire when I'm older. Number 2, I am depressed. I've been fighting with my mind since I can remember. There have been voices telling me to end it, and one day I almost did. Now, almost 6 years later, I'm still fighting. Fighting to live past the age of 18, fighting to live past the age of 21, fighting to live past the age of 30. I am fighting to live. Because number 3, I am Black and Native. And that is a problem. I am colored, so I'm automatically a problem. I am more dangerous than the white man who shot up in elementary school. And why? Just because of my skin? In a room full of people, me and my fellow colored people will be targeted before anyone else just because we have more melanin. But I might have a slightly better chance than those black boys. But if I try to speak of this matter, will I even be heard? Will I be heard? Because number 4, I am a girl. For centuries, my gender was told, sit still, look pretty, have a meal ready for the man of the house. Keep that weight off, but keep on that smile. See, we were told our voices meant nothing in the world, and our only job was to bear the children of the next generation. And only a century ago did my voice mean a thing. But only 59 years ago did my voice truly matter. And this is where I say, I am brave. For I am not afraid to speak my mind. I am not afraid that me just being on the stage will get me backlash. But I am no coward who hides behind a screen. I may be a depressed 17-year-old black native girl, but I will not be silenced. Not on this day, not when I have the whole room in my control, not when I am a queen. Queens that just stand and watch the world fall. We raise the fist, put up a fist, and say it's time. Time for change, time for justice in the world, time for the voices of the youth to be heard, time for mental health not to be taken as a joke, time for the world to see the standards we hold are stopping us from our own greatness. The greatness that every single person listening to this holds. Because in our lives, we are the stars that light up the skies. We are the last blooming flowers. We are the dreams of our ancestors. We are the reason for that barrier to greatness. There is no king or queen in this democracy. No one can tell us what we are. No one can tell us who we are because we are not pawns. And if only we could realize this, only then could we consider ourselves brave, and only then have we broken that barrier. And now we have reached greatness.